I know you and the wife have been kind of busy, but have you seen any good movies lately?
Surprisingly, we managed to watch Black Adam right before the baby popped,
Oh, did you?
and yeah, right before, well, yeah, pretty much, yeah, right before she popped, we at least got to see Black Adam, and that's probably going to be the last one we get to see for a good while. I might have to watch Wakanda Forever without her. Sorry,
You could always
but
bootleg it for her. Yeah,
I
just
could, I could.
yeah. Oh, you know what? I actually heard they have cameras in the theaters specifically for that. Like they have like night vision cameras, and they'll like occasionally look and check them to make sure
Mhm.
nobody's bootlegging it like on a camera, on the phone, or whatever. Yeah,
Oh wow!
like apparently it's a confirmed thing.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's definitely new. I was not aware about that.
hmm Like what was it? That Paranormal Activity.
Mhm.
Like when they were doing like the trailers and all that stuff, they had like a video of like the audience of like the jump scares and and people like the women cover their face and all that. I think it
Yeah.
comes from those cameras.
Huh.
Like I think I'm assuming
Okay.
that's what it looks like.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. You
Right,
just
right,
see
right. So
the
back to
that
topic.
one guy with the phone recording and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So back to topic. Black Adam.
Back to. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You watched it, right?
I did watch it. Yeah.
So we're not going to scare you off. This isn't a review exactly, but what you think about it? What would you like it? Did you hate it? What did you think about it?
So I personally, I really enjoyed it. I highly enjoyed it. I think it was one of DCU's stronger movies. I don't want to go into too much detail. I don't want spoilers because if anybody's listening who hasn't watched it, I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's a really good movie. It's definitely a stronger DCU, better than a lot of the stuff that CU has been putting out lately. What about you? What do you think?
Ooh, man. All right. I hope you're ready for an earful. Here it comes.
Let's do it.
Okay, so first of all, I liked it. Okay. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I was
Mhm.
entertained all the way through. Once The Rock made his appearance as Black Adam in the movie, it was nonstop action all the way to the end. There was no time to stop and be like, oh, is this movie any good? Like, you just kind of,
Mhm.
the movie was very fast paced
Right.
and it just kept you in it. It was good. It was really good. Like you said, one of the strongest DCEU movies available today. Yeah, definitely one of the strongest ones. I do have complaints, quite a
Right.
few,
Okay.
quite a few. It's very hard to look at Black Adam and say that's Black Adam
Mhm.
because the whole time I was saying that's The Rock.
Okay. Right.
I mean, obviously it's the actor, but I mean, they did nothing to him. They just put the suit on him and then that was it. Like,
Yeah.
go out there and, Black Adam's character has a flat top.
I was gonna
Okay.
say.
For starters, he's got,
Right.
put the flat top. The Rock used to sport that look, a flat
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I was actually about to ask you, would you prefer? Because I mean, I saw an edit where they actually gave him the flat top, and I was like, just cut it off, cut it off.
Really?
Yeah, I did not like it. Yeah,
Hmm.
somebody did it. Shit, I might look it up and send it to you right now. But I didn't like how it looked. I think I prefer the way the bald head that they gave him. And yeah, like you said, it's a really good movie. I highly enjoyed it. I still stand by what I said. It's one of their stronger movies. But I
Yeah.
did as
Okay.
well have a few complaints with it.
Okay. Well,
Um,
what did you not like about it?
One of the things that I did not like, the camera angles, I think were a little disorienting at times.
Hmm.
Like during a couple of the fight scenes, they're flying through the air and the camera's like spinning like with them, or you can't really see exactly what's going on because there's such fast movement that it kind of
Right.
almost takes you out of the experience in a way, but
Okay.
then like they take another still shot and it puts you right back in. So it's like you're in it, it takes you out, and then you're back in. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Like that part where I want to say it's when he was. I think they showed it in the trailer. There, he's flying in the sky with the jets, and he punches
Hmm.
one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
I think like when the jet goes down, I think that's one of the scenes that, if I'm not mistaken, something that I highly enjoyed. They kind of went similar to what they did with Suicide Squad, where they put a bunch of different characters in it, some
Hmm.
that you may know, some that are new,
Hmm.
and they learned from their mistake. I feel like from Suicide Squad, they didn't try to give everyone their backstory. They showcased what their ability is, what they do, and they left your interest peaked. I think, like to me, if they were to make a movie, with one or two of the other characters, I'd be like, okay, cool. I've seen a little bit of what they can do. Let's learn more about them now.
Hmm.
Kind of opposite of what how the MCU started when they did individual movies and then put them together. I
Right.
think I think DC took that and kind of reversed it, and I think it worked really well for them.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah,
Huh.
because Suicide Squad, to me, it was a mess. You had a ragtag team, and they tried to show everybody's backstory, but they did it in like 10-minute clips, and it just didn't hit home for me.
Hmm.
I felt no connections to the characters, and when they try to kill one of them off, I'm like, whatever. I don't know who that is. I don't, like they
Oh
try to
yeah.
make it sentimental at the end. It didn't work for me. I feel like with the way DC worked Black Adam into it was really good.
Yeah, I agree with you. For most of that, the backstories, the way they try to introduce each character, it just didn't work for me either. In the Suicide Squad movies, they were
Hmm.
so quick and like, bleh, here's
Yeah,
something. But it's like some of these characters I kind of wanted to know more,
right.
and then towards the end, they kill off this character, and they're like, oh, I guess he's gone. Why should I care about him now? Or like
Yeah.
that just didn't give me enough information, and
Hmm.
they focused solely on like the Harley Quinn and Deadshot for
Yeah.
or in the second one I think they did a little better,
I still
but
haven't watched
still
it.
no, I
No.
think it's definitely better than the first Suicide Squad,
Mm.
but not top tier. It's not top tier. But you know what, they took good steps in that movie
Hmm.
to where I feel like they were able to produce Black Adam at the level that it's at.
Yeah.
Like it was a stepping stone on their way up. You know what I mean? Before we make everybody think that Black Adam is this amazing
Hmm.
triple A movie, I'm gonna say it's not. It's
Okay.
not. Aside from the flat top, there's a few things. Okay, primarily, Black
Hmm.
Adam is supposed to be a villain.
Right.
Okay, there are runs where he's like an anti-hero,
Hmm.
but primarily he's a villain.
Right.
And this was straight up superhero. Well, okay,
Eh,
this was straight up anti-hero,
yeah.
leaning more towards the hero.
Right.
I don't know how I feel about that, man. Because I mean, okay, he's supposed to be Shazam's Captain Marvel. Yeah,
His main
Shazam's.
his main bad guy, basically.
Yeah, one of his main villains.
Hmm.
But they're not tying anything into that feud or anything,
Yeah.
and that's fine for now. But I would like to see them mash up later, maybe for Shazam 3.
Yeah.
But
I mean, shit.
if
I hope even maybe a little bit in Shazam too. I mean, it's coming out soon. They just got finished. Maybe while they had the costumes up and ready to go, maybe they filmed a couple
mhm.
of things for that.
I kind of hope they don't. I hope they save it for its own movie. And the reason why is because they're telling the Shazam story very, very well. I feel like
Right.
they started with his origin, and he's not an experienced hero. He
Hmm.
fucking sucks, right? And then
Yeah.
he's kind of learning the ropes, learning how to be this hero. And Black Adam is a fucking badass. He's a
Hmm.
monster. If he took on, Shazam now, he'd fucking destroy him.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
feel like.
Yeah.
So I feel like, give Shazam a chance to work his way
Ramp
up
him up.
to Black Adam. Yeah, exactly. That way it'll be at least an even match, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping they save him for a third one. And
Okay.
I really hate when they put too many villains in a movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's way true. Actually, I'm not even familiar with who the villain in Shazam 2 is. Like, I've seen the trailers and all that, but I'm not
yeah,
sure on the character.
right, right. Yeah, I'm not like I know the character, but I don't know all the villains or all the runs, all the books. But it looks fun. The trailer looks like it'll be good,
Yeah.
and so
Hopefully they
I'm
keep the
looking forward to
momentum
that
of the
one.
first one.
Yeah, yeah, I would hope so. Yeah, 'cause I really did enjoy the first one. Actually,
Oh yeah.
I'd put it right up next to Black Adam. Actually, one of the top ones for me personally.
Oh yeah. You know what? And actually, I was very hesitant to even watch that one in the first place. When you first recommended it to me, I was like,
Hmm.
I may get around to it. You watched and you gave it pretty good praise.
Yeah,
And even with that, I was very hesitant to even watch just because of what DC was doing with their movies. And I was pleasantly surprised. Like it's one of the only DC movies that I've gone back and rewatched a couple times now.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, the other one that I did like was Aquaman. I
yeah,
actually liked it. Not bad. You weren't a fan?
not for me. I
Okay.
think I tried maybe 3 times.
Ooh.
I think the furthest I got, they were looking for the trident or some shit, and they went to a desert and they played Pitbull, and I was like, and nothing against Pitbull, nothing against the song or anything like that. It's just that's how I remember it. It was a Pitbull song that was playing or something like that.
I liked it. I thought it was fun. It was a good intro for Aquaman. I felt like, and
Yeah, I guess he had already been introduced into it.
Justice League.
Was was it Justice League or was he in Batman v Superman?
No, it was definitely Justice League.
Justice League that he was in.
Yeah, yeah, that's where he
Okay.
got his intro.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't watch either of those. Zack Snyder cut, but I mean the first the first release of Justice League was, yeah, I
Garbage,
didn't get far into that one either.
garbage. I saw it in
Uh,
theaters, man. I
oh,
was so pissed.
sorry. I'm
I
sorry
fucking
for the
hated
wasted
it.
money,
I hated it, dude. I was so mad. It's like, fuck, man.
man.
But
And that's why I was a little hesitant to even go watch Black Adam. But I mean, with the hype that I had from Shazam, because I'm knowing that those two characters are connected, I was like, you know what? All right, I'll watch it in theaters. But man,
nice, nice.
the action in Black Adam was top notch.
Good. Yeah.
Some of it was very CGI heavy, and there were definitely parts where you could tell it was CGI heavy. But regardless, I mean, the action I think was really really well done. What do you think of the credit scene?
Okay. I wasn't sure if I wanted to mention it, but I guess the movie's been out for a couple weeks now,
Yeah,
and it's all over the internet. You can't turn on YouTube without seeing a thumbnail. So
yeah. I guess before, if anything, spoilers.
small spoiler, small spoiler.
Small spoilers. Go
The
ahead.
man, the man is back.
He's back, baby.
Superman, he's back. Cavill, he's
Yep.
back. He's officially re-signed for Superman. And dude, I'm actually pretty hyped about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Man of Steel was actually, I really enjoyed Man of Steel. I think it was a really strong movie for them. And
yeah.
I had heard, I think the week before I went to go watch Black Adam, that he had re signed. And I was like, we'll see what they do with him. I didn't know they were going to throw him right back into the deep end so
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. That end credit scene. Ooh. Yeah, because what's her name? Waller sends a little drone out there to threaten Black Adam, and
Yeah.
then she sends Soups whenever the threat doesn't work. I was like, oh shit! I was like,
Yeah.
let's get part two. Come on. Yeah.
I kind of got spoiled, right? Like I heard that it had happened before I watched the movie, but when it happened, it was still like, nice, badass, like
Yeah.
it was cool. It was a pleasant surprise.
Uh-huh.
I kind of, man, like it was tight, but I kind of wished I would have saved it because they didn't fight or anything, right? Like they just
Right.
kind of Superman's just like, hey man, we need to talk.
Yeah.
And then it went to black. So you kind of like, okay, so they got to know each other, they talked a little bit, they probably talked trash, and then Superman flew away.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it's not going to be, I don't know, an organic fight maybe whenever they do mash up.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I don't know. Kind of a part of me wishes that they would have saved it for the actual thing, like.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's Cavill confirmation, and that's fucking badass in its own.
Oh yeah, man. But what was I gonna say? At least they're on each other's radar, though. They're on
Yep,
each
yep,
other's
that's true.
radar. They're aware of each other, so they
For
are
sure.
building a universe.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
I got
okay.
one last complaint. One of the bigger complaints.
Okay.
The character Dr. Fate. I hate what they did with him. I really hate what they did with him.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I'm
wanted to bring up that complaint too.
For
Mm-hmm.
example, Dr. Fate is supposed to be one of the most powerful beings on the planet, right? One of the most powerful
Right.
wizards on the planet.
Right.
And the way that Dr. Fate works, first of all, the helmet's not an alien fucking artifact or whatever. It's something that's from Earth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the helmet chooses its vessel. You put it on, and then Dr. Fate is now in charge. They don't work together, the vessel and the helmet, they don't work together. He can't take off his helmet and just, oh, hey, look, and then just put it back on and keep going. It doesn't work that way. In fact, the helmet wants to stay in control. He doesn't want to give up the body because, he's been like sealed up in that helmet for years, for thousands of years. He doesn't want to take off the helmet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also that character, the old dude, he's supposed to be Satana's father. Satana's she's another wizard. She plays a big role in like the animated stuff, but she becomes a big character, and they have this father-daughter relationship. And what they do with the character, they kind of just like that's just not going to happen. Like there is no relationship there, is it? And then
because that twist is just, I don't know why they decided with that twist. I don't know. It did upset me, and I did express my disagreement, I guess, with that decision.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
I mean, you know what? I'm gonna hand over my trust and see what they do with the character from this point on.
Yeah,
and
I mean, I do know that there are other users of the helmet,
right?
But like Kent was the main dude, like like there's times where the helmet is on Satana, the daughter, or the helmet is on Aqualad, or there's just a bunch of characters that have magic within them, and the helmet chooses them, but like the main dude is Kent, and
you think of Dr. Fate.
Fuck it up.
Yeah, you think of Dr. Fate and you think of him,
Yeah. So I really just like that. He already had an interesting backstory, and just to dig just a little deeper into this nerdgasm here, the helmet is actually the soul of Savage's son. Yeah,
I actually
Savage,
was not aware of that.
Yeah, the Savage, the immortal guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of his sons. When Savage basically lived in Atlantis before it was underwater.
Huh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so
something new every day.
Yeah, there you go. But now that's not happening because apparently the helmet's an alien artifact or some shit.
Yeah,
it's like okay, there's so much story to tell right there, and they just go up and they randomly change the backstory for no real reason.
Yeah, what a Marvel thing to do.
Right about that.
Well, I mean, like I say, I'm gonna put my trust in them, see what they do with it, and then if I don't agree with it, I'm probably not gonna say anything regardless. It's their creative decision. It is what it is. What would you rate it?
Regardless of these, gripes, like I said, it's a fun movie. I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. I was entertained. I'm gonna give it. You know what? Man, I'm stuck between an 8.5 and a 9. I really enjoyed it. It was fun.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually. I think I was at an 8.5. Yeah, I was at an 8.5. I would definitely like to watch it again a second time. to see if maybe my opinions changed. Maybe I'll see something a little bit that might sway a little bit down, maybe a little bit up. But yeah, we'll have to see for the second watch.
Right on, right on.